The Dallas Cowboys find themselves in an important search heading into next season. They urgently need a reliable backup quarterback. After Cooper Rush recently headed off to join the Baltimore Ravens, the Cowboys currently have only two quarterbacks under contract: Dak Prescott, their undisputed starter, and Will Grier. Clearly, that isn't a strong enough depth chart for a franchise with Super Bowl aspirations, especially considering Prescott's injury history. Realistically, the Cowboys front office understands they can't rely entirely on Will Grier as their primary backup. While Grier has his strengths, and the Cowboys coaching staff genuinely seems to appreciate him, there's a significant problem. He hasn't taken a meaningful NFL snap since 2019. Putting faith in him to step up effectively if Dak goes down would be an enormous gamble. That leaves a glaring hole in the QB depth chart, and the team must address it quickly to ensure stability next season. Now, the Cowboys do have options for acquiring another quarterback, and it generally boils down to three avenues: drafting a young QB, trading for a more experienced player, or exploring free agency. Among these choices, trading seems quite unlikely. Dallas hasn't indicated any genuine desire to trade valuable draft capital or players for a backup QB. Instead, most of the conversations and rumors suggest they'll be focusing heavily on the draft or possibly an affordable free agent pickup. The draft scenario makes plenty of sense for Dallas, considering they have 10 draft picks after several smart offseason moves. This collection of picks includes 3 fifth-rounders, 2 sixth-rounders, and 2 seventh-rounders, making the late rounds an ideal spot to target a developmental quarterback. Multiple sources and team insiders have hinted the Cowboys are specifically looking at quarterbacks available late on day 3, likely targeting that valuable fifth-round area. Taking into account the late-round strategy, several names that might be on Dallas's radar include Tyler Shaw from Louisville, Quinn Ewers from Texas, and Will Howard from Ohio State, all intriguing in their own unique ways. Let's start with Tyler Shaw, whose career has been a bit of a journey. Initially recruited to Oregon, Shaw moved on to Texas Tech before finally landing at Louisville, where he had a notable breakout year under head coach Jeff Brom. Brom, widely respected for his work with quarterbacks, has groomed solid NFL-caliber backups before, such as Mike White, Aiden O'Connell, and David Blau. Tyler Shaw's best traits include a strong football IQ and the ability to execute well within structured play-action schemes. However, he's not without some significant question marks, most notably his medical history and limited ceiling due to his age. He'll turn 26 soon. His style also heavily relies on play action, around 44% of the time, raising concerns about his adaptability to a more traditional NFL offense. Quinn Ewers from Texas is another name Dallas fans might want to remember. From a pure football intelligence standpoint, Ewers has consistently received positive feedback about his understanding of Steve Sarkisian's offense at Texas. But raw talent and football IQ aside, Ewers has shown severe inconsistency in fundamental areas such as footwork, accuracy under pressure, and his overall ability to handle pocket pressure. His footwork is currently so problematic that it overshadows his decent arm strength and potential. He also operated in a heavy play-action and RPO scheme, about 42%, which again raises the issue of translating his skills quickly to an NFL offense. Despite all these flaws, Ewers did impress Dallas coaches in informal meetings, and he's certainly someone the Cowboys will take a closer look at leading up to draft day, likely with a formal visit. Then there's Will Howard from Ohio State, a quarterback who made quite the impression during Ohio State's run in the college football playoff. Howard has great NFL size, 6'4", about 237 pounds, and his playing style might remind some of Ryan Fitzpatrick or a slightly more athletic version of Jeff Driscoll. He possesses enough arm strength to challenge defenses vertically, and he showed moments of impressive toughness throughout the playoff run. However, he's also shown a tendency to turn the ball over, with some questionable decisions resulting in interceptions and near fumbles. Another minor concern is his mobility. He isn't slow, but at times he appeared awkward when navigating the pocket, losing footing too easily. Despite these concerns, his profile is precisely the type of backup QB teams covet, and he should definitely be high on the Cowboys' late-round draft board. Beyond these three more prominent names, A few other intriguing late-round prospects could catch the Cowboys' attention: Kyle McCord, Dillon Gabriel, Riley Leonard, Curtis Rourke, and Max Brosmer. Kyle McCord had an interesting year after transferring from Ohio State to Syracuse, where he showcased a gunslinger mentality, throwing the ball aggressively downfield. His boldness and arm talent are appealing, though his inconsistency is a genuine concern. Notably, after one terrible performance against Pitt, where he threw multiple interceptions, McCord significantly improved, posting excellent numbers down the stretch. He's drawn comparisons to quarterbacks like Jimmy Garoppolo or C.J. Beathard, capable of operating effectively in a simplified passing system. Dillon Gabriel is another fascinating name due to his immense production in college. Gabriel starred at Central Florida before impressive seasons at Oklahoma and Oregon, consistently producing high numbers. He's undersized, left-handed, and lacks elite physical traits, but his accuracy, intelligence, and mobility align well with what NFL teams look for in backup quarterbacks. Think of a slightly more athletic version of Kellen Moore, delivering precision throws and reading defenses effectively. Then there's Riley Leonard, another player who caught some attention this season at Notre Dame. Leonard's standout quality is his mobility, as he showcased impressive running ability, accumulating nearly 900 rushing yards this past year. Remember that memorable opening drive against USC? He ran the ball repeatedly, showing both his toughness and determination. Mobility is a huge plus, especially for a backup quarterback role, since a quarterback who can escape pressure and extend plays adds considerable value. Yet, Leonard also has distinct limitations. His passing mechanics are inconsistent, especially when pushing the ball deep. He also needs to bulk up physically if he wants to sustain his running style at the NFL level. Even so, late in the draft, Leonard represents decent value for the Cowboys, especially if they're looking to diversify their quarterback options behind Dak Prescott. Curtis Rourke from Indiana is another candidate, and his path through college football was a bit unconventional. He initially played at Ohio before transferring to Indiana, where he became known for his toughness, even playing part of the season on a partially torn ACL. From a trait standpoint, Rourke reminds scouts of Mason Rudolph, displaying average arm strength despite impressive college production. He's reasonably accurate on intermediate throws, but noticeably struggles with throws over the middle where arm talent becomes evident. Rourke projects primarily as a late-round backup option who might stick due to grit and resilience rather than elite skill. Max Brosmer from Minnesota rounds out this group of developmental quarterbacks who could fall into Dallas's lap. Brosmer is a safe, methodical quarterback who started his career at a smaller program before transferring up to Minnesota. He's intelligent, quick with his decisions, and manages to avoid turnovers effectively. However, he suffers significantly from a lack of physical gifts, particularly arm strength and athleticism, which dramatically reduces his potential ceiling. He also tends to take unnecessary sacks, raising additional questions about his overall pocket awareness. Despite these limitations, Brosmer might still be an undrafted target who Dallas could consider for practice squad depth or emergency situations. Besides these draft options, the Cowboys could also look toward free agency to address the backup quarterback need, especially given their preference to keep the cost low. Several veteran names might make sense here. Sam Ehlinger is one example, a familiar face who has bounced around the league a bit, but provides solid mobility and toughness, qualities that could mesh well in a backup role behind Prescott. Another intriguing option is former Colts quarterback Sam Ehlinger, known for his gritty style and running ability, though his passing inconsistencies remain a concern at the pro level. The free agent market also includes quarterbacks like Carson Wentz and Jameis Winston, though each comes with notable caveats. Wentz's NFL career has taken a dramatic downturn, raising serious doubts about whether he could still offer any positive value. Bringing him to Dallas would create unnecessary drama with limited upside, something the Cowboys are likely keen to avoid. Winston might provide some entertaining moments with his bold approach and big play potential, yet the turnovers that have plagued his entire career would represent a major headache if pressed into action. Thus, signing someone like Winston, while perhaps fun for fans to imagine, probably doesn't align well with what Dallas realistically needs from a backup quarterback. The Cowboys' financial plan is clear. They aren't likely to exceed $3 million on a backup quarterback, so free agent options must remain modest and economically viable. This likely limits their interest in higher-priced names or veteran options who may demand more significant financial investments. Therefore, the draft remains the Cowboys' most logical and feasible solution. Ultimately, Dallas must prioritize finding a dependable backup who provides peace of mind behind Dak Prescott. With 10 total picks, including 3 crucial fifth-rounders and additional late-round selections, the Cowboys are positioned well to address this glaring hole without overspending or sacrificing future assets. Whether it's through drafting a high-potential developmental prospect like Quinn Ewers or Will Howard, or finding a ready-to-contribute late-round gem in Tyler Shaw or Kyle McCord, the upcoming NFL draft presents the perfect opportunity for the Cowboys to solidify their quarterback room effectively. Now, Cowboys fans, the ball is in your court. Between drafting a quarterback, trading, or exploring free agency, what path should the Cowboys follow to secure their backup quarterback? Should they invest a precious draft pick, explore a surprising trade, or play it safe with a proven yet inexpensive free agent option? It's a decision Dallas simply cannot afford to get wrong as they aim to compete at the highest levels in the upcoming NFL season. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. In a stunning twist that has NFL fans buzzing, rumors are swirling that the Dallas Cowboys are eyeing Cincinnati Bengals superstar wide receiver Ja'Marr Chase for a potential acquisition. Known for his explosive plays and record-breaking seasons, Chase's potential move could reshape the landscape of the Cowboys' offense. But what would it mean for one of the league's most iconic teams to add a player of Chase's caliber? Fans are left wondering if Dallas is truly ready to make a move that could change their postseason trajectory. Ja'Marr Chase is no stranger to making history. In just a few short seasons, he has become one of the NFL's premier wideouts, winning the 2020 College Football Playoff National Championship, being named NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and even leading the league to win the receiving Triple Crown in 2024. With 127 receptions, 1,708 yards, and 17 touchdowns, his ability to dominate defenses is unmatched. His connection with quarterback Joe Burrow in Cincinnati has made him one of the most lethal weapons in the NFL today, and it's no wonder that the Cowboys are reportedly intrigued by the possibility of bringing him to Dallas. Chase's on-field brilliance is matched only by his personality and confidence. His viral, "I'm always open" locker room interview from 2024 showed his unmatched self-belief, which only adds to his appeal. Known for his remarkable catches and big playability, he consistently turns heads with jaw-dropping performances. The Dallas Cowboys, long searching for that game-changing wide receiver to complement their offense, could find in Chase the perfect fit. Someone who could elevate the team's passing game and take pressure off their already potent rushing attack, led by Tony Pollard. However, any potential move would come with challenges. The Bengals, who picked up the fifth-year option on Chase's contract for 2024, are unlikely to let go of their superstar without a significant trade offer. The Cowboys would need to dig deep into their roster and possibly trade away valuable assets to convince Cincinnati to part with their star receiver. Adding to the intrigue, Chase's ongoing contract discussions with the Bengals make this situation even more fluid, leaving fans and analysts alike guessing where he might play next season. As the NFL offseason heats up, all eyes will be on Dallas to see if they make a serious push for Chase. Will the Cowboys pull the trigger and land one of the most electrifying wide receivers in the game today? If they do, the NFC East and the entire league will have to brace for an even stronger Dallas team in 2025. The stage is set for what could be a game-changing acquisition in the NFL. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.